Number 2 says that we now have a square that was revised to be 90 square inches. Alright, and now it wants to know what the side length is of that square. Now we already said the area of a square is equal to the side length squared. Well, in this case, we don't know the side length, but we do know that 90 is equal to s squared. And to get rid of a square, we just have to take the square root of each side. So I take the square root of 90 and the square root of s squared. Square root of 90 ends up being 9.48, or about 9.5, is equal to square root of a squared is just s, and that'd be 9.5 inches. For B, it says using this length, what would be the corresponding grid spacing? Okay, so now we said that between this side and this side there were 8 squares. But now each of those squares, they can't be 1 inch anymore because they have to add up to 9.5. So 9.5 is equal to 8 grids. I'll call that G. Alright, so 9.5 divided by 8 is going to be 1.1875, and that's inches per grid. So that is B. This was A. C says, what size circle would you cut out of the square in order to have a remaining area of 66.5 square inches? So we had that the square is 90 square inches, and we're subtracting off some circle, C, to equal a remaining area of 66.5 inches squared. Alright, so now we have negative C. We're going to subtract 90 from each side. So 66.5 minus 90 is equal to negative 23.5. We divide each side by negative 1. We get C is equal to 23.5. And that would be inches squared. This is the area of the circle. So this is part C. Then we have the square. We have a circle. And we want to know how to locate this inside the square. So first off, we need to draw the sides of the square. We said that each side is equal to 9.5. And then when we go to label our circle, we don't say area. We don't call it radius. We actually want to know diameter. And to find diameter, we know the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. All right? So this area we said is 23.5 is equal to pi times the radius squared. So I'm going to take 23.5 divided by 3.14. I get something around 7.48. So I'm going to take the square root of that number, so 7.48, is going to be equal to r, which happens to equal about 2.735. Now, again, this is the radius, and we want diameter. So to get diameter, I take this number, I multiply it by 2 to find that. So diameter is now going to be equal to 2.735 times 2, or 5.47. So make sure on this picture you have the diameter is 5.47. And show your center marks. Could we show the distance from here to here? We could. I don't know that it's really necessary, but if you want to put down 9.5 divided by 2, so you get 4.75 from there to there, feel free to do so. You need to do that to both of these sides. I didn't quite leave enough room on the bottom half, so I'll leave that up to you.